Welcome to Be Adventurers. My name is Bryce,
I'm Elise.
and today we are going to take you on a tour of the Coconut Bay Resort in St. Lucia.
We decided to go on this vacation because it was our 5-year wedding anniversary, and it was during July of 2021, so it was still COVID. We weren't feeling comfortable going on a cruise quite yet, so we really wanted an all-inclusive resort and wanted to go to the Caribbean, so we found Coconut Bay, and they had a lot of COVID-19 procedures in place that made us feel safe, such as masking, and had a COVID test on site to go back into the States. So here is our experience. So when we got off the airplane, it was a super smooth transition. We showed all of our COVID-19 things to get into the country, went through customs, super easy, super quick, and they picked us up, and we were 5 minutes away from Coconut Bay, and it was amazing to just pull up in the car, and they had a drink waiting for us, and we walked right up to the desk, checked in, told them that we had a gluten allergy, so they were able to let their chefs know, which was super nice because then they had some gluten-free options. It was pros and cons because they didn't always have those options. One of the restaurants we went to actually didn't have any, but it also pushed us to eat other food, which was good, but we wish that there's a little bit more gluten-free options, but still really great food where we went. This is the second level in the lobby area, another place to hang out. We really enjoyed this big map of the Caribbean to see where we were and just to look at all the different islands. It was pretty cool. There are also these two shops to the left over here where there's some duty-free shopping. We got some fun things to bring back to the States for our family and friends. And this is also another area where we hung out after dinner and after the nightly music. We had a really fun silent disco with two DJs going back and forth, which was a lot of fun. There's a piano bar, and we got to sing, and it was just so much fun. We really enjoyed it. The entertainment crew was amazing.
Entertainment crew is amazing. So do all the stuff they have planned for you. It is so much fun.
And here are two of the restaurants that are free of charge, but you do have to make a reservation for them 2 days before.
And now we're going to jump into our room.
Now this is a Junior Harmony Suite. This is our bathroom. It was pretty small, but I mean, you don't really need that much space in there. And they had some just toiletries, nice shower, pretty basic. And our room was pretty updated.
We thought it was pretty updated. It had the clock right there that you see had USBs in it, so you had USB charging, and it had normal outlets too. I know some people were worried about that, but it had normal outlets. So.
Also has a lockbox, so we put all of our passports, stuff like that in there.
Yeah, nice safe, nice little TV you can see right there.
The bed was super comfy, slept really well, and also they had these cute little towel animals that were really fun. They also had coupons for the stores. They had different sales every day, which was cool.
And this little couch over here, there is I think there's a bed in this couch that folds out. And then there's also a fridge under there that had water in it. And they made sure to keep that stocked. I think that fridge even had beer and Coke in it, if I remember right.
Which was all included. You didn't have to pay extra for that.
Yep.
And this is our beautiful view from our room. We absolutely loved it. We would come up from being at the pool on the beach all day, get ready for dinner, and just sit out here for an hour or so. It was wonderful just to sit there, feel the cool island breeze, and smell the salt water, look at the Maria Islands, which are right there, which you look at.
And one thing that's really cool about this resort is that every room, even in the family area, this is in the Harmony section, the adult only, all of them face the ocean. Every room faces the ocean. There's 4 stories. This is the top floor. We were on the top floor. So, but every room you get an ocean view.
It was beautiful. This is the front lobby, the desk area. And to the left there, I know we kind of went past it, is the buffet. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. But on the right, that is where you make your dinner reservations. That's the buffet.
48 hours in advance.
Yes.
The dinner reservations.
That's the concierge. And then to the left is the adventure desk, which is where you book your excursions. We had an amazing excursion where we went snorkeling under the pitons and had a wonderful driver. Great experience. To your right there, that is a bar. And the buffet was to the left, and that is breakfast, lunch, dinner. Really great option. Sometimes we couldn't always get reservations for dinner at the other places that were included, so we would just go to the buffet. Gluten-free pasta, great things. And one of the great things about the lobby is that they had local musicians come in every night that would play some music, and it would be a lot of fun. We had fun dancing. We'd get up and dance, and couples would do different dances and things like that. And we really enjoyed sitting there.
The lobby is a beautiful spot, full open air, and it was really cool to have the local guys come in and told us stories about the island and history of the island and things like that. So it was really neat. There's a couple of like jewelry stores and another little like quick store back on the left-hand side where we just were. So this is out to our right of the stage, another little area, and then this way we are headed towards the actual adult pool area. So our room would be right up in this building here, right up on the top floor there that you can see. So yeah.
Yeah, and we enjoyed walking these different paths at night. They were pretty well lit and just enjoying the property. They have a lot of acreage. I don't know exactly. I think it's like 80 acres or so that you can explore.
They grow their own food, so a lot of the stuff that you're going to eat here is going to be grown on this property. So it's pretty neat. I mean, the food is so tasty and
fresh.
Yeah, they just cut it down that morning. So this is the main bar in the adult area.
And one of the pools.
One of the pools. There's bathrooms over to the left there. And to the right here, you can see the umbrellas. That's where the other pool is. We're going to cut up there in just a second. But we were just really impressed with the amount of cabanas.
Yeah, there was a lot of seating. We never really had to feel like we had to scramble to get seats there. We really liked sitting underneath the palapas because the sun is intense over here, but welcomed. There's also cornhole, which was a lot of fun. We had fun playing that.
This is that other pool, and right in the corner there you saw that's where the adult jacuzzi is. That's the only jacuzzi on property that is the adult only. So there's these two pools and a jacuzzi that's adult only.
And this is the spa. The spa was wonderful. I got to go there. They have really good deals once you got to the hotel, actually. A lot of really good discounts and things like that. But really nice experience. You get your own robe, slippers, and very relaxing. And these are some of the loungers that face the ocean, which was really fun.
And there's the other side of that first pool we showed you. Some of these loungers.
And they had towels all ready for you, so you just had to go right down there, grab a towel, get a drink, relaxed.
And bouncing ahead, that cabana you just saw, we're standing inside of it now. And so we're walking along the beach here, and this is
like the wedding pavilion, vow renewals. I believe they had yoga here, but we never got up that early.
Never knew. This is continuing on that path along the ocean. There's these showers right where you come out of the beach so you can clean your feet off. That's super nice.
Yeah, and there's lots of areas to access the beach, which was really nice. And right here to your left is another jacuzzi. I believe that's the only other jacuzzi on property.
So. Yeah.
And this is the activity pool. And you can see a little bit of damage from the hurricane. Again, it was a week before we got there, but not too much other than that. The activity pool was a lot of fun. They had water aerobics and pool volleyball. A lot of fun things.
Net all the time in there, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun pool to be around. Up ahead on your right is another restaurant that is extra charge. It's called La Luna, beautiful on the water. Again, for an extra charge though, but beautiful location. And now on your left, you'll see there's some local vendors that came in.
And they have these the days they do the Caribbean night and the country night, the vendors come in.
Mm-hmm. And this here is Seaside Restaurant. Another one you have to get a reservation for, but it is free. It's okay. Didn't have a bunch of gluten-free options, but pretty good food.
The food was great. The gluten-free options weren't there that night.
This is a really fun place. There's pool, there's ping pong, and this is also where we did trivia. Flip-flops is another lunch option, but there's also a lot of people, and you had to wait a super long time. So not my number one suggestion. This is one of the swim-up bars, the only swim-up bar.
Swim-up bar, yeah.
And this was a fun pool to kind of hang out. It was really large, but fun to hang out with a drink for a little bit. This was a cool place where, again, like Bryce said, the Caribbean night and the country western night, they'd set up the food underneath this little palapa, and they set up a bunch of chairs and tables and just enjoyed the ocean breeze and that fresh air. Another side of the pool, and that stage is where the performers would come.
And there's a bar right here too. So when they had stuff at this stage, this bar was open, so you could get stuff, drinks with dinner and things like that. Mm-hmm. All included.
All included, yes. The fun nights were included. They had fire dancers.
Yeah, this is
and a local band.
This is sitting out under the stars one night, and this is the country night. So it's not a bad spot to sit to eat dinner.
No. Now we're going to be going over to the water park side, which was a lot of fun. That is the Lazy River. And it was a lot of fun just to get an inner tube and float around.
It's got there's another pool in here. There's a pool right in the middle of the Lazy River.
It's like a splash pool. It's
very
small.
It's not very big. I think it's not super deep either. It's pretty small. The river's got a big old waterfall on it though, so beware. You're gonna get wet if you go on the Lazy River, but definitely a nice way to cool down. You see the other side of the waterfall right here. It's got more water going the other way.
Yeah, and they have 2 water slides, which is what you are seeing here. On the left, there's a fully enclosed one, which comes out into this pool, and there is an open one that we went on more, and it was a lot of fun. Beautiful view of the beach up there. If you have children, there is a kids club to the left over there. The open water slide came into this pool up here, and then you have to go down the little green water slide to get fully off of the slide.
And there's lifeguards. There's one that sits down at the lower pool that we're about to see somebody go into, and then you can see up at the top where the 2 slides start, there's a lifeguard. So the kids can come over here and be safe. So.
And this is the Jerk Tree House, which was
so
one of our favorites. Unfortunately, we tried it the last day, which was silly because the food was delicious. You didn't have to wait. And, you got your food right away.
That's our number 2 suggestion for lunch. We're about to go out to the beach. We'll talk about our number 1 suggestion in just a second. Let's show you guys this area.
And this is the cornhole area where we did the cornhole competition. Fortunately, we lost first round, but it was so much fun to hang out with everyone.
To a kid, of course. Those kids, man. So you see this tractor come by. You can see some seaweed on the beach. They are having some sort of thing right now in the Caribbean where the seaweed is all just going around these islands. And depending on the day, but this tractor guy, he was there pretty much all day long picking up seaweed on the shore, trying to keep the beach beautiful just like this. And, the beach is gorgeous. This beach is massive. Mm-hmm. It looks big, but we will tell you it only takes like 4 or 5 minutes to walk from the Jerk Tree House to the bar out here. Mm-hmm. And it is worth the walk 100%. We'll show you that bar in just a couple minutes here.
And there was a night where they had a party right here on the beach where it just kind of danced the night away. The entertainment crew really is amazing. Please, go try out some of the things that they have put together. We had so much fun doing trivia and doing the games, and just after the music in the lobby, we would go up and, do the different dance parties or piano bars.
And the Caribbean night and the country night, just dancing out. We were dancing for 3 hours, 4 hours one night. The Caribbean night. The Caribbean, they know how to party down there. And we could not believe how much they love country music. Yeah. The country music night, we were dancing, and they knew all the line dances. Taught us country
line dances.
Yeah, you figure you go to the Caribbean and no way. But, man, they know all the line dances. And
it was a lot of fun. The entertainment crew is just amazing, and really felt included in everything.
Yeah. Local
they did
people,
a great job.
And they're showing you local way. Obviously they're having a great time doing it, but pretty cool.
Another thing that we wanted to mention was that a lot of people came and were kind of disappointed that it was on the Atlantic side versus the Caribbean side of the island. And so we just really wanted to put that in there so that before you go. It is the Atlantic, so it's a little bit rougher than the peaceful Caribbean Sea that you
see these pictures of the Caribbean Sea just laying flat, and that's not this sea, but it is still the same color. It's absolutely gorgeous. But this sea definitely is a little bit rougher. The waves still aren't big enough to body surf or anything like that on, but there's just constant waves, and you can hear it all the time, and it's great. So just that quick, we are coming up on the beach bar and bathrooms and stuff like that. So not too bad of a walk, if you ask me. These bathrooms were running water bathrooms.
Yeah, they were actually really nice, not the typical beach bathrooms that you think about. And this was the bar that is on the beach, and hands down, best drinks.
Oh yeah, best drinks,
everything.
Best bartenders, best music. They got shirts in the ceiling. We'll show you a little bit more of the bar in just a minute.
Now this is walking past the bar, past the seating area. The cabanas on the left that you're seeing is actually for the Serenity Bay, which is the 5-star resort that's included with Coconut Bay, but you have to pay a lot more money to stay there. They get to stay at these cabanas, but it was still fun to kind of walk by, say hi, and kind of interact with them. And yes.
Yeah, so down here you can see this beach. In an initial video, you could see this curve. This is a long beach, and you can see this building up here, and that is the, I want to say rental, but it's, where you would be able to borrow paddle boards and kayaks and snorkel gear too.
Yeah.
And they also do kite surfing lessons right here. You can see the kite surfing kite right up in front, dead center of the screen. And it's that the kite surfing is extra. There was an 8-hour class that was involved. We weren't quite sure on that, but much respect to you if you're going to go learn kite surfing. That looks crazy, but it was really fun to watch these guys out here. They were kite surfing in the ocean right out in front of the hotel almost every day. It was really cool.
Yeah, the instructors would kite surf, which was a lot of fun to just watch them because they knew what they were doing. Also, this is another place for you to sit and relax. I never saw anyone down here.
It was right next to there's our rental hangout shack guy deal there with paddle boards and things like that. I can't think of the right name for it. You guys know.
So this is where you go up and ask them, hey, can I have this? And they will get you all the gear. You get a life vest and all the gear to go with it. And they gave some really great tips.
Yeah, they gave us tips. We'd never paddleboarded before, but he gave us the tips, and we were able to stand up.
Yeah, both of us.
Pretty easy, yeah. These paddleboards, they're weighted. They're pretty heavy, so they had really good balance.
Those are the paddleboards there.
Yeah, it's them, and it was great. I mean, you got the view of the islands, and there's reefs below you, and you're standing up on a paddleboard. It was really cool.
It was exhausting, though. I will say that.
Super tiring.
Used muscles I didn't know I had. But it was a lot of fun, and yeah, we really enjoyed it. So now we're walking back towards the bar, and again, just beautiful. I believe that it's a mile of beachfront. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's what they say on their website.
It's a lot. It's amazing. You can be out there and feel like you're out there by yourself. So if you want some peace and quiet at Coconut Bay, just go to the beach. It's incredible.
And now it's coming to my favorite part of the beach is the hammocks that are in the ocean. It is wonderful. I really enjoyed it. They were a lot of fun. It definitely, the waves will come up and get you just like that. Sometimes the waves would come out and just kind of pummel you, but it was so much fun to just sit there, and I never really had to wait for a hammock.
So we're going to turn and look at the bar real quick. We're going to show you, that's our favorite lunch spot right there. That is Marvious's Burger Hut. And man, that guy knows how to make a burger.
He's wonderful.
That is our favorite lunch spot on Coconut Bay, 100%. Our favorite bar right here.
Fresh food, fresh fish.
Fresh fish, fresh burgers. Look at those drinks.
And that is called Ocean Breeze drink. Highly suggest it.
Oh man, that was so good. Ocean
And
Breeze.
These are some of the drinks, and these are some of the shirts and the rafters we were telling you about. It's fun to see where other people were from or what they were celebrating.
Yeah, just neat. So this is the other side of that main pool where the pool bar is. We're on the back side coming towards the pool bar now.
Yeah, and so this is, again, as you can see, it's a pretty big area. There's hammocks up here, too, if you don't want to have a hammock in the ocean. Just really great to just hang out. Again, we never had to fight for a seat out here either.
Nope.
I mean, sometimes we came over here instead of the adult side. Also, if you're getting a room on the family side, I believe it's the splash side, it's going to be on this side of the resort, so on the right hand side.
And we heard those ones weren't quite as updated, but we never went in one, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah,
but,
we can't say.
But ours was great, so that's where we are with that. So here's the other little bar tops and stuff. But we're on the side of Flip Flops right now, right next to the pool bar.
Yeah, so we'll kind of show where the pool bar menu is, and that's where you'd go, and we would get a $1 wine. That was our favorite.
So good. So that concludes our tour, but we wanted to add a few other things after we, Be Adventures. We're just going to start on this. We're hoping to have some videos for you. Turn your post notifications on, though, so we don't know how normal we're going to be with this. But we've got a couple more things to say about Coconut Bay. We really enjoyed our trip, but we had a couple more last thoughts.
Yeah, we wanted to just highlight the people. They honestly are what made our vacation what it was. The facilities, we got there, it wasn't the nicest. We're used to going to like Disney resorts, and it was not on that level.
No.
It wasn't.
But
Was
the people, Marvious and Marz and that whole entertainment crew, I think there were 7 of them. Those guys
and ladies
were just incredible, and the people made this resort. The local feel of this, it was so cool not to feel like a big corporate resort. It just felt like local people inviting you into their home.
When we were coming back from our excursion, I mean, we got a whole tour of the island and like the different fruits, and he kept going off to the side of the road to get us some fruit off of the trees, and it was awesome. We felt like we truly learned about the island itself. Also, just wanted to say they made the process to getting back into the States super easy. I think we're going to make a different video about just traveling during COVID and what that looks like, but Coconut Bay really did a really wonderful job.
Yeah, the on-site COVID tests that were back to us in like 5 hours, and we had all the paperwork to get on the plane and go home. We didn't really want to go home.
But they made it. Just another reminder, because I didn't really see it anywhere when I was researching the hotel, but they do encourage to tip your staff if you have a really amazing experience with them. So make sure to tip those people that you make a good connection with.
And they get paid well, but an extra tip for them always gives them a little bit more, and a tip there goes a long way. I think a US dollar is like 3 times for them.
Yeah, we're not quite sure.
But it's a big deal to give them an extra tip.
And so that concludes our experience. I hope that it gave a little bit of insight for you if you're looking at going to Coconut Bay. Leave any comments, any questions. We're here to help with that. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys.